let's take a look at how we can slice an image. Slicing an image involves using the slice tool and the slice select tool. Why do we slice an image? Well, essentially, when you want to place some images on a web page, they download quicker if they are in pieces. For example, if this solid image right now were to download, it would take a long time. But if I used the slice tool and broke it up into 4 pieces, then you have 4 smaller pieces, and those 4 small pieces would download quicker. Now here, using the slice tool, I can simply drag out a slice. I can drag out another slice next to it, then a third one, and finally a fourth one. Now, if I choose the slice select tool, I can select what slice I want to deal with. Perhaps I can resize a slice or bring it back. So I'm going to select one and go to slice options, and I can control what would be represented in, let's say, slice 1. Here's slice 1, that's what I'm highlighted on. And maybe I don't want an image there. Maybe I want no image, and I can display text in that area. That text will be represented as HTML text. I'll go to image. I can name the slice. I can call it top left, and this will affect my file name. URL is a fancy word for a link. Universal Resource Locator. And a link can be page.html if it's local. This is what you call a local link within your own site, or perhaps an external link, someone else's site. And we could also target the window. We also have message text, like so. And in HTML we have something called the alt tag. And the alt tag is an HTML tag that describes a particular image. So I can say top left image of logo. There you go. Now I can control the dimensions of this slice based off the horizontal X value and the vertical Y value, and the width and height of this slice is in pixels. There are 72 pixels per 1 inch. So now that I have that, I'm simply just going to click OK. I can click on the next one and fill in the same information. Now that I have all this squared away, I can now save and export these slices. File, save for the web. Now I can pick and choose as to how I want to compress each slice. What does that mean, compress? Well, it simply means removing some of the quality or file size from that particular image. So here I am. If I click on slice number 1, now I would be compressing slice number 1. At the moment, this slice is 17K. That's quite big. Now, how many colors are in this slice? Well, presently there's 64 colors just in this one slice. That's because there's a lot of redundant colors that you see here. This is the color table for this slice. How many colors are in this slice? Right now there's 64. Do I really need all that? No. I have black, yellow, and white. So I can bring it down to 4 colors. It kind of reduced the quality, but it went from 17,000K to 4,000K. This will download a lot quicker than it did before. Why? Because there's less colors in this particular slice. By holding down the space bar, I get a little hand, and I can click and actually change this back for a moment. I can click this hand and scoot the image into view. Choose a slice with the slice select tool. Choose 4 colors. Scoot the image into view. Choose the slice tool. click on it, and you see the colors for this particular slice. Bring it down to 4. Choose the hand, move over, choose the slice, and bring it down to 4. Now that we're good, at this point we're okay. I can click save, and I have to basically locate my lessons, and I'm going to go into Photoshop Images, and I'm going to go into Slice Images, and now what I'm going to do is save those slices into this folder. The name of the file is called Logo. The save as type is images only, is GIF, and we determine that from here. We're using default settings, and all slices will be exported to this folder. So I'm going to click save, let it do its magic. Now we're back here, and now let's go to that folder and take a look as to what was exported. Here we are in the folder of our exported logo, and now you can clearly see that the slice number 1, the one that we labeled top left, the file name is actually top left, and Photoshop did a default of the others, you see, and it took one solid image and broke it up into 4 pieces. Now, utilizing HTML, I can create what's called a table, and a table is a grid. And if I wanted to put this image back together, I can use a table. There can be 4 squares in the grid. The top left square would be this one. The top right square would be this one. The bottom left and bottom right. Now, putting these squares or these images in the grid would piece it back together. So you can use HTML to piece it back together. You could use an editor such as GoLive or Dreamweaver MX to create the table and then insert the image into those tables and put them in the proper cells.